thejbeans.net.
We sailed on the Holland America Rotterdam for 10 nights in December 2022. If you follow these 12 tips, you'll likely enjoy sailing on her as much as we did. Just a quick note that if you enjoy this video, please give us a thumbs up or leave a comment. It really helps our channel, and consider subscribing so you get alerted when we add new videos. Our first tip is to check the Holland America app, in addition to the printed daily program, to make sure you are aware of all of the scheduled activities happening on the Rotterdam. During our cruise, the paper schedule was great for a quick overview of activity names and venue opening hours. However, we noticed that the app included activities that were not listed on the paper schedule. Additionally, the app included helpful descriptions of every activity. Our next tip is to remember that, in general, the Rotterdam's entertainment venues are located toward the front half of the ship, and the food venues are located toward the back half of the ship. Entertainment venues located toward the front half of the ship included the World Stage on decks 2 and 3, BB King's and the Lincoln Center Stage on deck 2, and more. Food venues located toward the back half of the ship included the Grand Dutch Cafe on deck 3, the dining room on decks 2 and 3, the Lido Market Buffet on deck 9, and more. Our third tip is to walk along the starboard side or right side of the Rotterdam to avoid getting stuck if you're walking along deck 2 or deck 3. Both decks had areas where the port side or left side would not allow us to continue. Our next tip is to check the Holland America app for helpful restaurant menus. We found the Lido Market Buffet menus to be particularly useful since they listed the items being served at each station. Although most of the buffet stations were duplicated on both sides of the ship, there were some items like sushi, made-to-order Asian bowls, and fresh pasta that were only served on one side. Speaking of the buffet's food stations, menus were also posted at the start of each buffet line, so we could check what was available without standing in line. The menus included dietary information, such as gluten-free, vegetarian, and non-dairy. Our fifth tip is to make sure you put your hand behind your cup if you want to quickly and easily fill it with ice or water in the Lido Market Buffet. We saw many people struggle to hold their cup just right to activate the machine's sensors. Try to turn your cup so your hand is between your cup and the sensor for fewer problems. Our next tip is to check out the Canaletto restaurant seating area if you're having difficulty finding an available table in the Rotterdam's Lido Market Buffet area. Canaletto is a specialty dining restaurant in the evening, but it was available for extra buffet seating in the morning and afternoon during our cruise. The venue was often significantly less crowded than the buffet area seating. Our seventh tip is to check out gelato on deck 9 midship if you're looking for a very reasonably priced and delicious cool treat. Although complimentary ice cream was available in the Lido Market Buffet during lunch and dinner, only a limited number of flavors were available. We greatly preferred going to gelato, where 4 ounces of gelato with 2 toppings cost just $2. There were 12 flavors and 9 toppings available to choose from. Our next tip is to head to the Lido Market Buffet or New York Deli and Pizza if you're interested in a late-night snack. During our cruise, the buffet had select stations open from 10:30 p.m. until 11:30 p.m. And New York Deli and Pizza had movie night snacks from 8:30 p.m. until midnight, with flavored pretzels, nachos, chicken wings, and more available. If you're interested in grabbing a bite to eat after midnight, complimentary room service was available 24 hours a day on the Rotterdam. Our 9th tip is to check out the Grand Dutch Cafe on Deck 3 midship for a variety of complimentary treats. The cafe opened at 6:30 a.m. with a variety of baked goods available. At 11:30 a.m., the cafe started offering Dutch specialties, including Dutch pancakes, fries with dipping sauces, sandwiches, and desserts, until 8 p.m. At 4:30 p.m., a few fried Dutch snacks were added to the menu. Our next tip is for our fellow chocolate lovers. Holland America hosts a chocolate surprise parade on one night of each cruise. During the parade, servers roam the forward area of Deck 2 with trays of complimentary bite-sized chocolate desserts to enjoy. The event was very popular, so we recommend arriving early if you want to grab a seat. Speaking of celebrations, our 11th tip is to come prepared for the orange party. Like the chocolate surprise, Holland America hosts an orange party on one night of each cruise. Guests are encouraged to dress in orange for the event, as a nod to the House of Orange Nassau, which is the reigning house of the Netherlands. The party featured complimentary Dutch-inspired appetizers, photo ops, themed cocktails, music, and dancing. Additionally, the Lido Market Buffet featured a Dutch-themed dinner, including a large Dutch apple pie and a variety of Dutch specialties. Our 12th tip is to check out the game room, located on Deck 12 forward near the Explorations Cafe, if you're interested in some quieter activities while on board the Rotterdam. The room had several puzzles and board games available, including Trivial Pursuit, Clue, Risk, Settlers of Catan, and more. The room also had several tables available for 4 to 6 participants. Finally, a bonus tip. If you want a bit of a challenge on board the Rotterdam, try to locate the coins from the ship's 2020 coin ceremony. Many passengers consider the finding of ship's coins to be like a scavenger hunt, so we won't reveal the exact location. However, we can confirm the coins do exist, and the photo may give you an idea of where to begin looking.